Hello, Vingard tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play some Death Knights of Krynn with me, BlueAnkylo. It's been a few days since the last episode recording, and that's a new live stream, so hello guys. I just did a little recap for the live tubers. For the future tubers, you guys probably know what's up, right? So last episode, we finished up the Kalaman Dreamstone sequence, where we refused to give it to the dragons, because why would you ever do that? And so we've made enemies with the blue dragons, no doubt. And then now our job is to go search for the Dream Merchant in Vingard. And because we have a map in the manual, literally, but even in GoldBox Companion, this is the town of Vingard, or whatever it is. And then we've got like Throttle. We have not been to some other town here and here. We did go to the Dwarven town, and we've been to Dulcimer. And then Cerberus is over here. Now, because I feel like we kind of broke the quest a little bit by doing Dulcimer before Cerberus and the other stuff, we kind of missed out on some of the dialogue and kind of the plot of the quests a little bit. I'm going to try to follow a more linear, like following the plot rather than the non-linear explore. You can definitely play this game just exploring the map and doing whatever you want, and then eventually dealing with the Dream Merchant later. But I feel like because of these old games back in the early 90s, they weren't always programmed super well for doing things out of order. So if you do things out of order, it probably won't break the game, but you might miss out on a lot of information. And you know, I'm trying to show off as much as I can. Hey, look, let's start our day off with some undead. Why not? What do we got? 4 somethings. We got ourselves... Oh, yeah, this is right. So in Death Knights of Krynn, there are just undead enemies all over the map. These are some undead elephants. Zombie Mastodons. They got a lot of HP. I'm kind of glad we got some of these random encounters on screen here, because this was always one of my favorite bits of the original, like when I played it for the first time long ago. So I'm just going to make a little line of defense with my stronger characters here and let them come to us, basically. They're not even that fast, really. So we'll just give them another turn to get closer. I'll just have my melee characters guard, and my ranged characters just sort of wait. It's probably quicker than trying to... you know, move down. I don't know. Because I've got people that can only move 6 squares a turn. There we go. Now, I don't know exactly how dangerous these will be. It's been a while. So let's just give this the old college try here. Let them attack us. See what happens. Now, they're not skeletals, so we shouldn't need to go to blunt weapons. I didn't mean to guard with Thornum. That was dumb. So, you know, now that they're a little bit closer, let's have a little look. So, I can actually just mouse over them in GoldBox Companion. We got 74 total HP, AC 10 is nothing, THAC0 10 is actually decent. They get 2 attacks per round and 3 attacks per round. Plus, they're immune to fear, can see invisible, and have a bunch of other effects. Yeah, that's probably not super trivial, to be honest. Oh, that's... Sure, probably should have used some magic. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're strong enough to warrant any serious spells. They're undead, so I expect a lot of our, you know, things like Stinking Cloud and stuff won't work. Let's, I hit guard again. Dang it, I keep pressing the wrong button. Well, let's at least try to focus one of them down. 58 HP versus 30. That one's already mostly dead. Now we're going to test out. Well, what a great start to our episode. So, zombie Mastodons, they get like 5 attacks per turn, it turns out. And 10 damage, 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 10 damage. 12 damage. Pixel is now permanently dead. We can't revive him. Great start. So, yeah. Zombie Mastodons. Okay, they're way harder than I was expecting. Good to know. 1 second. Pixel is the elf, so we can't even revive them. So I have to restart, or else they're just gone forever. That's that classic early 90s gaming experience there. Permadeath. Okay, so if you happen to run into some zombie Mastodons, maybe take them a little bit more seriously. Wow, they killed him really quickly, or killed her very quickly. Okay, anyway, the goal here is to get to Vingard. We're gonna have to fight our way through hordes of undead. What do we get this time? Ghouls are much easier. They only have 12 HP, so these guys, I don't even care about them. We can, there we go. We can just insta-wipe them out with Turn Undead. And you even get experience when you destroy them like that. But, yeah. So there's clearly some wide variety in undead encounters. Let's go talk to some monsters. I'd like to get closer, honestly. They don't understand you. What, no one speaks monster, but they leave us alone? They might have been, like, ogres or something. Okay, we're in the foothills. More undead. What do we get this time? Just 4, but they're a super long way away. Okay, we got ourselves some Skell Warriors. So these guys, they're not going to be as bad as Mastodons, are they? They only get 2 attacks per round. They don't get 5. Immune to non-magical weapons, immune to fire, immune to fear. Everything that's undead is immune to fear. 2 AC, 11 Thaco, 2 attacks per round. They actually have less damage output than the Mastodons by a large amount. I'm still gonna let them come to us, and this time around we can't take advantage of fireballs or anything, even if we wanted. Good. I kind of want Aaron to be on the top anyway. Aaron's got the best armor class. Okay, switch to guarding. Except for Rob, who can't guard. Okay, they're definitely heading sort of up towards Aaron there. Now, if I move to attack, they'll get, you know, first strike. So what I want to do here, well, I mean, I could be throwing rocks at them, I suppose. That's going to change things. So at least we got first strike, you know. Let's see. So these guys aren't that tough. Like, they're tough, but I don't need to worry about things, right? I don't want to use my spell charges. I forgot to store my spell charges in GoldBox Companion. I don't want to use them if I don't have to. There we go. I should have equipped blunt weapon, though. That would have been smart. Oh, this is fine. We'll just missile them a bit. It's going to take forever if we have to kill them. See, that's why I don't use... Oh, man. This is why we can't have nice things. They also have magic resistance. Time to pull out that mighty flail there, Thornum. Could have prepped a little bit better, had these... Oh, we could be doing backstabs on them. That would be nice. And I think I did give everyone a blunt weapon by now. Okay, Jarrell, you got this. I mean, that was some pretty good damage. Kill him. Not looking good for the old, anything. Just not looking good, let's just say. There we go. Backstab. 40 damage. There we go, Drow. Very nice. Now we're rocking. How do you backstab a skeleton? I don't know. No backstab. Alright. Not too bad. 2600 experience, nothing crazy. Let's encamp. I want to get my spells back. And I'm pretty sure, I didn't double check, but I'm pretty sure we've already got everything memorized. Last live stream I was productive and got everybody their spells ready. It shouldn't matter because Death Knights has a much better spell memory system. But I'm going to use the store spells while we've got everything memorized. And we should probably fix. And probably save. Got to remember to save all the time. Okay, let's see if we can get to this town. There's a party of humans. Let's go say hi to the humans. Alright. You got some experience for talking to some people? One relates a story. Some crazy dwarf set up a test in the mountains between Gargath and Throttle. Throttle... Where's Gargath? Maybe this one? I'm looking at the map. Turif, Throttle... Oh, Gargath Outposts. That's where we started. So somewhere between there, a dwarf has set up a test in the mountains. Oh, the funhouse, yeah. It said he gives great rewards to those who pass it. We're probably not going there right now. That's like a... It's like our bonus dungeon, I think. Or something like that. You're at the entrance to Vingard Keep. Yes! You stand on Vingard's main street. And it's night. A sign shows a twisty road to the east. A woman asks, new in town? At least she's not a gang of thugs. Yeah, we're new. Some advice. Journal number 1. Oh, convenient. Let's pop this up for you guys. Alright, Tale of Crook Street. It's the worst street in town, you know, and be proud of it. The knights have learned to leave it alone. It winds around a lot. Real crooked-like streak. There was a crooked house on a crooked street. If a body wanted to do a little private business or hide out, it's the perfect place. Strange magic will confuse all but the natives. The Dream Merchant. Oh yes, of course, he's on Crook Street. Keep going, you'll see the sign. By the way, nobody trifles with the merchant. Everyone has to sleep someday. No one trifles with the sleep merchant. What kind of foul beast is this Dream Merchant? I have a feeling I think I either remember or have a high suspicion of who this person would be. There is, not to spoil anything, but if you're familiar with Dungeons & Dragons lore, monster manuals, world building, there are some creatures that are particularly attuned with the dream world. And also illusions. And stuff. It might be one of Robert's fantasies. We'll see what happens here. If that's the way it is. They were represented back in the Pool of Radiance series as well. If you know who I'm referring to. But I'm not sure. Just thinking. Anyway, we'll save Crooked Street for after we've explored non-crooked road. Straight road. What level am I? Most of us are around level, say, 8. A sign shows a fluffy pillow. Well, maybe we should rest till morning at the very least. 4 steel. Deal. First, Cursed Takisis. Okay, this probably would have confused me as a young child. But Takisis is the Dark Queen of Krynn. She is the god of, like, the undead. Like, she's real bad, so we can curse her. Sorry, but, Journal 47. The Innkeeper's Story. Don't blame me if I'm a little suspicious. The neighborhood's getting worse. Something's going on. Creeps are everywhere. And the city knights are nowhere to be seen. I'll show you the, who will buy? Okay, well, Thornham's got lots of money. Last door on the left. When we get to the end, having a quick look at our characters. A plain room. Alright, well in camp, we don't really need a lot of healing or anything, but those are our characters. We got a level 8 knight. We got an 8 knight dwarf, cleric fighter. We got a elf cleric fighter mage. We got a half elf cleric fighter mage that's good, which is not very good. We have a Kender fighter mage thief, don't ask. Polymorph. It's really just a half elf that can use a hoopak, but whatever. We've got a human cleric mage who's also probably actually a half elf, but I'm tired of having half elf parties. So yeah, it's fine. Anyway, let's rest till morning. Morning is probably like 8 hours away or so. A nice night's sleep. There you go. Is there a reason you multi-class? They're generally the strongest classes in the GoldBox games. The only time single class I would say is better is early game to try to get like fireballs quick. But at this point, usually you want those fighter levels so you have armor and Thaco and saving throws. And getting someone to like level 15 pure mage is not very useful, I find. Also, you'll hit the experience cap every game. So like if you play a solo character, a solo class, you will stop gaining experience. You'll just cap out every game. Even without really grinding or anything. Oops, wrong one. So multi-class sort of have higher potential most of the time. It's a little different when we get to the final end game stuff. Yeah, well, single classes, I mean, sometimes, obviously, like with paladins and knights, single class is your only option if you want one of those. There are some benefits to single class, but like this is like first edition AD&D kind of thing, right? If you're not a fighter, your maximum strength is 18. If you are a fighter class, you can gain beyond 18 natural strength, which gives you quite a lot of bonus Thaco and damage. And then it's the same thing with Constitution. If you're a fighter class, you can get up to plus 4 HP per level from Con. If you're not a fighter, though, you can only get plus 2 per level. Just a second. We got our first lyrics in the background. Okay, turn that off. Where'd my screen go? Okay, GoldBox companion lost something. I have to save again here. Just a second. Something happened with my program. Sometimes it just glitches a little bit. There we go. We're back in action. Sorry, no lyrics allowed, yeah. Anyway, yeah, there's lots of, you could definitely beat the game with single class parties, but I am a little bit of a min-maxer, so I like to get the most I can. Okay, so continuing to explore Vingard. Workrooms. I'm assuming there'll be a shop in here somewhere. Oh, no, we don't want to leave. A sign shows a shoe. Well, let's have a look. I sell stout shoes for 18 steel for everyone. Sure. Thanks. Maybe there'll be some, like, caltrops or something, spike traps, and the shoes will keep us alive. I don't think that actually is an item, but hey man, we got some nice steel shoes. Worst case scenario, we got ripped off for 18 steel in a game where money is basically infinite. More twisty roads to the east. Let's not go to twisty roads just yet. Cross staves? Weapons? Or training? Men stand at the table. Angry, they demand you leave. For now, I will comply, but remember this spot for later. We might have to go beat these guys up. In case you're wondering, the in-game area map does not work in this location, so having the GoldBox companion auto map is super cheating, although you could have drawn it out yourself. Welcome! Will you train? Yeah, not right now. This connects up to a bunch of places. So this is quite a central This one training hall is connected to like half the town. Welcome, friends! I sell arrows and slings. Let's have a look. The buxom training is where you level up. So in the old style Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, you can't just level up in the field. You have to go back to a training hall to advance your class. Let's see what we got. Nothing. Just non-magical ammunition and regular stuff. Total garbage. Come again. Not likely. So that's the bow and dagger shop. This is the first way into the training hall. Uh-oh. The Dreadwolf has shown up once again. This is the third or fourth time this guy's just popped up. Minions! Reap more Death Knights into Soth service. Alright. This doesn't look too scary. The mage will be the main priority. Yeah, this is easy. We'll just use a couple spells here, make short work of all this stuff. Yeah, you can throw some darts at us, it doesn't matter. Oh, never mind, he's dead. Well, it's always nice when that works. That spell is almost, like, too powerful. But, honestly, if you don't interrupt the spellcasters, we saw what happens. Everyone dies very quickly if you don't actually interrupt those guys. Let's deal with that mage. Good old one-shot. I'm not gonna waste too much more spells just yet. I'm expecting more difficult encounters, and I don't want to have to, you know, recharge spell slots every single battle, so we'll do some just regular old melee fighting here for a minute. I mean, we've got pretty powerful weapons at this point in the game. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, those guys, no big deal. We have this ridiculously overpowered +4 longsword. Let's pull that puppy out. Could have tried to get a backstab, but it's fine. Alright, we'll just let Aaron take the last safe spot there. Aaron's a little bit better at melee, being a pure fighter. And tons of armor class. Anyway, no big deal. 2,000 XP is not very much. So 2 fighters worth of equipment, and then the mage's equipment. I'll take the bracers because we can sell them for a bunch of money if we need any while we're in town. But we've already seen random drops are kind of garbage. The Dreadwolf vanishes. Well, I'm sure we'll see him again. A lit candle. Sure, let's check it out while I'm exploring. Welcome, buy a candle? A fine gift for those in the dark. We didn't even pay money for that one. A sleepy bar. Let's save the drinking for later. I'm just trying to explore this town a little bit. Okay, this connects up with the training hall. A triad of moons. A temple. Okay, that's nice. So we've got a place if someone dies or gets level drained, we've got somewhere. A nice, like, full-size town with all the amenities. Just very mazy. This is another sleepy bar. They've got at least 2 bars in this town. Off to a great start. Okay, I ended up on Twisty Road there somehow. A gang stops you. Know ya man in dark robes named Sebas? Never heard of him. Alright. Okay, I don't want to go down twisty roads just yet. Okay, where are we going? So this is where we went the first time. Let's finish mapping out the training hall just so it's all nice and lit up on the auto map. So I haven't gone through this door yet, and it just connects up to one of the streets. So they've got 2 training halls and 2 bars. This place is serious. This might be bar number 3. No, this is bar number 2. We're just at the other side. Well, we could get some, we could try to get some rumors. People are worried about Soth. Well, okay, they don't want to give me rumors. They're just worried about the Death Knight. Which is fair. Those guys are no joke. Now, we have killed one Death Knight already. But Lord Soth is a different class. The fell Dreadwolf. They should be worried. There's these Dreadwolves just prowling the town. This is 2 encounters with the same baddie in the same town. Minions! Alright, I get it. This how this is gonna go. I'm gonna try to do this without any magic. I am assuming we're gonna be doing this encounter many times. Oh, why did you switch over to your... Right, every time we buy a buy more darts, they unequip. It's kind of annoying. Keep that wizard interrupted or dead. And let's chop these guys up. I mean, I guess I might have to heal up Pix a little bit, but it's a lot faster to heal up than it is to recharge spells. Come on, guys. Get your act together here. Okay, here, have a missile. I'm gonna have to heal Pixel up, so try to speed this up before Pixel dies. Come on, guys, what's going on? There. Alright, not very much experience. I don't care about the loot. The Dreadwolf has vanished. Let's see if we can just cheese this. Just to save time. Yeah. I could have cast a whole bunch of Cure Light Wounds over and over and over again. But Fix just saves me like 5 minutes of healing every time. It could be interrupted, but you know. Women pass you in the hall. Another sleepy bar. This is definitely bar number 3 though. I don't know if we could walk through that bar. Seems like once you leave, it pushes you out the entrance you came in. So you can see doors on the other side, but you can't actually get to them. Okay. Let's finish. Whereas in a training hall, you can, you know, map it out and check out the other side. Men block your way. For now, we're... Yeah. So that's 2 tiles where men have blocked our path. I'm not trying to make enemies with the talent at this moment, but maybe later. Dark figures lurk. Okay, hold on. This is a very twisty town. And they didn't call it Twisty Road for nothing. I have no idea where we are. This town is a maze. It's just a new section of town. Workrooms everywhere. How do people live here? Where's Town Square, man? Another training hall? We have 3 training halls and 3 bars. Because no one can find... They just keep building new ones. Every time you get lost, you're like, well, I don't know where the bar is. I guess this is the new bar. You just set up shop wherever you are. And they are like one-sided. You know, you can't travel through them. Luckily, just imagine doing this with no auto map, though. Everything's all windy and doesn't connect. It all connects up kind of weird. Nope, never heard of Sebas. Sorry. Okay, a sword and a helm. That sounds useful. So we got a weapon shop with garbage mundane items. Not helpful. Okay, we've been that way. This connects up with the main street. Okay, this is back to the beginning here. Let's finish kind of our first road, because this is closer to where we started, and I never quite connected up the main road. Oh, did I ever buy a candle? Probably. Now we've got 2. Sure, whatever. Yeah, let's just connect up this main section. A loaf of bread. All right. So now, like, given where we started this area, we've gone south, and you can kind of see how it connects up to the east half of the map. Welcome, friends. I sell fine bread and pastries. Sure. Enjoy the loaf of bread, everybody. Now you'll be well fed. Honestly, we don't buy food very often in this game, so it's not like Might Magic 6 where you have to eat some apples every now and then. Okay, let's continue the road. So we've done all the side doors along this path. Hey, no problem, Harry. They might have had some pastries there too if you're looking for like a croissant. Okay, now we're in new territory here. I guess I'll check this one out. More workroom. There's a suspicious empty tile right there. Oh, they could be blueberry muffins. Do they have blueberry muffins in fantasy worlds? You also eat the horseshoes? I mean, maybe you eat the horseshoes. I don't think I remember eating them. Well, I mean, they disappeared when you used them. So actually, yeah, maybe. Okay, so that just connects up from, like, the starting street to the north to here. So now we go back up to here. See where this house goes. Back to the bar. This house is just attached to the bar. So who lives here? You're on the twisty town. You can't find the way back to the bar number 1, so you just build a bar next to your house? I mean, this has been a lot of empty area, to be honest. Yeah, what else would you do with those horseshoes? I mean, they do disappear, right? So, A red blanket. Thick blankets and warm wool tunics. Sure. You can't say we're not revitalizing the local economy. We buy all the beer, we buy the shoes, we buy the bread, we buy the shirt, we buy the candle, we get everything. Okay, well, now we're in the middle of the auto map. Half-closed eye. Ah, friends from Calaman. You wonder about the sleep stone? This one might actually be the dream merchant. He has, well, he's got something. Yeah, let's ask. This is I should have saved it. No, I don't care. What can I help you with? Nothing. Well, if there's nothing else, get out of my shop. Have a nap. I don't know why it took us to the encamp screen. Let's just, save it. For no reason other than I just explored this whole town. I don't want to have to re-backtrack. Okay. We meet again, you wonder about the sleep stone. Yeah? Give it to me. No. Well, if there's nothing. I don't trust him. Come on. You can't blame me for not trusting this guy. I feel like he's actually not real, because he was in that other town with all the dragons. No, I don't care. Let's just ask him about dreams. You seek to destroy Lord Soth. That is quite a dream. Are you troubled by nightmares? There was some nightmares that attacked us, yes. Remember the nightmares that attacked us early on? Maybe that's not what he meant. This elixir will end your nightmares. You must earn it by helping me. Dogs disturb my dreams, he tells a tale. Is it a hellhound? I don't know why I'm so distrustful of this guy. Maybe he's alright? It's like I don't want to give him anything. Ever since I escaped from Kalaman... Okay, At least we know it's him, right? There have been creatures haunting my sleep. If I look away from the people I meet in dreams, fierce hounds tear them apart like scarecrows. There are evil men beyond the hounds and beyond the men, someone more evil. I have the power to bring you into my dreams, to face the terrors I cannot face. If you are stout of heart, they cannot kill you. Will you help me? Fine. You feel very sleepy and you're surrounded by hellhounds. It's fine, they're not that bad. Fireballs away. This is why we multi-class. Everyone has fireballs. Alright, fireball number 1. These guys are too close for comfort. I don't like these guys. Boom! Only 22 damage fireball. Could be better. Next fireball to the left. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a mage up here. I'm glad I saw him. This fireball can hit both groups. Okay, he's not casting any magic. Okay, and that seems, well, you know, I probably could have done the first fireball a little bit better in retrospect. More fire! I think 4 well-placed fireballs could probably have killed, like, over half of the hellhounds. Alright, Tim, you could fireball as well. Everyone gets a fireball. You get a fireball. You get a fireball. You don't get a fireball. Thornum's one of our few non-fireballs. Well, he doesn't need a fireball. He just kills something. Okay. Alright, fireballs. Trying to probably burn down this mage is not a bad plan. We're gonna be surrounded by hellhounds, you know. Get out of here, Black Mage of the Dreams. Okay. I feel like, yeah, 4 fireballs on turn 1, or however many fireballs, probably 4. That's a pretty good start, right? Rob's a little bit locked in here. Let's Burning Hands this punk. Aw, not quite enough. Yeah, these guys, they're gonna die. They're running in panic? They're inside of the dream and they're trying to flee. You're not getting out of here, dream hounds. Even in my dreams, there is no escape. This is your nightmare. Okay. Welcome to my nightmare. Wake or die in your sleep. What do you do? I feel like we're gonna keep fighting. Okay, this is even easier than the last one. There's no hellhounds. There's a random human. We're just dreaming about being surrounded by big guys with swords. There's 2 mages, though. The priority is making sure we don't get fireballed. You just saw what happens when fireballs run amok. We do not want the enemy to get a chance to do that. Alright, they've both been interrupted. Let's try to finish this one off. Good. And maybe Aaron. No, Aaron's kind of slow. Nothing personal, Aaron. Just, you're not that speedy. Ah, you think you can play darty with Rob. Dart duel. Okay, you guys have a good dart duel up there. I'll let the fighters deal with the other enemies. That was a backstab. Didn't quite kill. The dart duel. Uh-oh. It's just a magic missile, but the Dark Duel failed me. Come on, Rob, you gotta keep this guy interrupted. Well, clearly that's a silly strategy, but we'll give him a little help. Okay, Dark Duel. Yeah, he had a little bit of help, but overall he did just fine. Alright, 2 grand. Welcome to my night. Does this just go on forever? I mean, we could just keep fighting. Maybe one more time. If it gives us like the same fight twice in a row, then it sounds like maybe it's just repeating, but that's different. As long as we get different fights, you know. Patriarchs are real bad, though. They can slay living, so they'll just kill you instantly. Fortunately, there's not very many of them. Dark Duel! 1 damage. Get out of here, Patriarch. Alright, well that fight was fine. Curse you! The Dread Wolf fades away. So you did just need to fight a couple battles. He was just bluffing. He's like, you should just give up, because my forces are infinite. And then you kill 5 of them, like, ah, I ran out of forces, and he flees. Alright. All wake from the dream battle. Ah, you deserve a rest! Wait, weren't we resting? Congratulations, the party gets experience. Sleep, and you will have Tom's dream. When you awake, I will tell you of it. I guess I should have given him the sleep stone and he would have talked about it, but I didn't trust this guy, and I don't even know if I trust him right now, but I guess he's our friend. The party makes camp. Alright, we'll heal up. You are awakened screaming from a nightmare. Sir Tom's dream. So much for getting healed up. Alright, just a second here. This is a long one. Gotta get my breath. You spend many heroic... You and many heroic knights are celebrating, feasting merrily. You see a long-faced man in dark robes who doesn't seem to belong. As you try to accost him, he disappears into the crowd. Suddenly, Sir Carl is there before you. You smile, even though you know he is dead. Tom, give me your sword, he cries. And you do so at once. He jerkily takes it, and you notice silver strands attached to his arms and legs. The strands lead up to a monstrous man whose face covers the sky. He laughs like thunder and pulls Sir Carl to him. All turns black as you plummet into dark catacombs. You grope in the darkness, tearing through walls of gossamer spiderwebs, until you see a speck of light and head for it. It is a candle held by a long-faced man. There is a string around his wrist, but it has been cut. As you draw near, a door shuts, and the candle is blown out. This happens again. And on the 3rd try, the candle flickers, but stays lit. You step past a red door and into a small bare room. The long-faced man transformed into a young Solamnic knight, who hands you an ornate key the color of blood. For every key, a prisoner, he warns. Then you awake. So there's going to be some tips here for future puzzles, no doubt. So someone turned Sir Carl into an undead knight. It's probably Lord Soth. Let's see. What do we need to remember here? So when we're surrounded by spider webs, just tear through them, head for the light. There's a string around his wrist, so maybe we have to free him from spider webs or something. And then at some point there's going to be some sort of puzzle with a light, like a candle light, and we probably have to try 3 times for it to stay on. And then a red door. We'll rescue a knight and get a key. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds important, though. Someone should write that down. If you're playing a game that didn't have an auto journal. Alright, was that it? The merchant explains the dream. Well, that probably helps. Journal 12. Alright. Here I am trying to interpret it. We've got a professional here. The first part of the dream is obvious. An evil man is gathering powerful weapons and warriors. Things look dark for the forces of good. There is hope. The tragic man in dark robes has cut his puppet strings. That's exactly what I thought. You must find him. First by finding the candle, and then by traveling through red doors. If you go through a gray door, he will disappear. The man will introduce you somehow to the young knight, who holds the key to everything. Okay, there is a candle shop in this town, and there are red doors and gray doors. Let's spell it out for the youngsters. Start at the candle shop. Follow the red doors. And we got a whole bunch of quest XP there. Oh, come on, game. I gotta go look this up. Can't just save it. No, sir. Alright. Passwords. So we're in the rulebook section. Page 1, word 2. After introduction is the word T2. But you'd never guess it. Okay, we did use some spells, so we can rest up while we're here. Get them back. Okay, thanks, Dream Merchant. You've been a real pal. Empty. A note says, gone traveling for a season. So we're done. Okay, well, he wasn't too difficult to find. No, we don't know Sebas. Maybe one day. Let's finish exploring the town, though. But, I mean, I think we know what to do, right? He did spell it out. I wonder if a young Ankylo was able to figure that out from the relatively obvious hint. Sure, you can have 50 steel, whatever. Pass, friends. They just robbed us. I feel like this is going to be the end. It's just going to be... You have to get to there, and then that'll be where we meet the... whoever we're meeting. Welcome! Will you train? Yes, actually. This is trading hall number 4. This town is just full of trading halls. Alright, we're going to level up, but we're going to do it the GoldBox companion way. Which is this one. There you go. So, Aaron, level 5 knight, or level 9 knight. More HP, more Thaco, better saving throws, and some more spells. Nice. Pixel, level 8 cleric. Tim, level 8 mage. Let's see here. I have to double check what Tim can learn. Tim's a white mage, so I don't want to accidentally give him something he shouldn't know. Which you could do, sadly. So, level 8 white mage. So we can learn up to level 4 spells here. I'm just looking in my my manual. So what would be useful and also legal? So at level 4, white mages can learn Bestow Curse, Charm Monster, Confusion, Fumble, Ice Storm, Minor Globe Invulnerability, and Remove Curse. I think Fire Shield is probably the most useful of these. Minor Globe has niche uses. Fumble's very less likely to be useful. But Fire Shield's pretty cool. He can't really learn... He's not supposed to learn Fear or Dimension Door. Yeah, this is fine. And then Slow would be nice, but I think that's red only as well. So a lot of the stuff he did not learn from the level 3 spells because they're red only. Haste is red mage. Slow is red mage. Blink is red mage, yeah. So he's not supposed to learn any of those. Okay. Drow is thief level 11. Better saves, better thief skills. 1 hit point. Ow. Just 1 hit point? I might be able to explain that. So that was level 11 thief, right? Now we're just at the beginning of starting to see bad levels for HP. So if you're not familiar with old Dungeons and Dragons, this is kind of a thing for the old games. Here we go, thief. So every level you get a hit dice, and because GoldBox Companion gives you the guaranteed max here, we've been getting 6 HP per level up plus the Constitution bonus. But because it's a multi-class, every level, whatever HP you'd get, like say, you know, getting to level 10, we would have got 1 more hit dice plus our Constitution modifier. So that would have been 6 plus 2 for a thief level. So that would have been 8 HP we would have got at level 10 thief, right? Divided by the number of classes. So we had 3 classes, so that would be 8 divided by 3 would be 2 point something. It rounds up to 3. So we would have seen a plus 3 HP at the last level. The thing is, after you've got all your hit die, you stop getting new dice, so there's no random numbers anymore, and you just get plus 2. You don't actually get your con bonus anymore. Like, this is why losing your Constitution stat, once you're past the hit die thing, like once you're past about level 10, essentially, your Constitution doesn't even really matter. You just get a flat number. So if you're a pure thief, you just get 2 HP per level. If you're a multi-class thief, it's going to divide by 2 or 3, which means 1 for thief level. Some classes get you a little bit more or less. Mages only get 1. So they actually, another kind of benefit of multi-classing, 1 divided by 3 will still round up to 1. So once you're past level 10, pure classes, like a pure mage, really does not gain any more HP. So the idea would be a pure mage would get to, at best, 40 HP at level 10, plus your Constitution. So you could probably have, at best, 60 HP, plus 2 for every level up. But if you rolled poorly, you know, you can have much less. A minimum of 10 HP to a maximum of 60, depending on how your stats and stuff. But then after that, it's just 1 per level, which is not very much. Even a paladin only gets 3 per level, and only gets 9 hit dice. So 9 d10s rather than 10 d something. Looks like rangers probably get the most number of hit dice, which means con bonus really helps out. 11 d8s, and you can get plus 4 on each one. I think rangers often have the highest HP at level 10. That would be 88 plus 44 if you had the max for everything. Versus, like, wherever the knight is. Or just a pure fighter. Knights of the Rose. Okay, it's 10 d10s is pretty good. That'd be 100 plus 40. So 140. Yeah, knights get a lot of HP, no doubt. Can't argue with that. Clerics are actually pretty good in this game as far as HP goes. 9 d8s maximum, plus 2 per level. You know, it's alright. Pure fighters actually get less HP than pure knights. That's interesting. 9 d10 cap versus 10 d10 cap. And then I guess fighters get 3 HP, knights only get the 2. So, you know, anyway, it's kind of weird. It's one of those archaic systems that doesn't really exist anymore. The truth is, once you hit about level 10, you don't really get a lot of HP. And why Aaron is only getting 12 HP per level up, I don't understand. He should be getting 14 for his maximum roll. But maybe GoldBox Companion doesn't recognize that knights get the plus 4 Constitution modifier. In fact, that's probably what it is, now that I think about it. I bet we're not getting the full fighter Constitution from GoldBox Companion. It's rolling 10 for his HP and even giving him plus 2 from con. So we might adjust his HP at some point if we want. Actually, was level 9 his last HP level? Sorry, just a second here. Yeah, level 9 is actually his last HP level, so we should know exactly how much HP he has. From here on out, level 10, he's just going to get 2 HP. So we could easily calculate what he should have. It should be at max. Again, this is assuming you go max HP. Like, you know, the style of these games are you're supposed to roll a dice and add 1 HP and level up, which seems kind of brutal. But if you're going with maximums, he'd have 140. And he currently has 135. So somehow, some of the in-game level ups probably were maxed out, and then the GoldBox companion ones, we must have done like 5 of them. They were not maxed out. We can change that or not. It doesn't even really matter right now. It's only 5 HP difference, but just keep in mind he got gypped a little bit, and then also hugely rewarded for having max HP rolls. So he still has like top 1% of knight HP for level 9. Okay. Where are we going now? I guess I should save it after all that blathering. We probably need to end the episode soonish. What I'll try to do is finish this town off. So we're going to try to go a little quick here. Just for the future tubers to wrap it up at a nice point. More shoes. We already have shoes. Don't need any more. There's a competing shoe shop. Another bar. Okay, we've been to this one before. Wait, we leave the bar too loudly? What? I just peeked in and said hi, and then we got attacked. Oops. Well, I don't want these mages getting any ideas. I also don't like the idea of all these ranged units just getting free shots on us. So we'll do some more stink. And then we'll just get in there and start fighting. So much for going fast. Friggin' barroom blitz. No ranged attacks for you. Sadly, Aaron can't quite move far enough. We gotta get this guy some magical Solamnic plate. Hey, there's some good Secret of Mana music going on in the background. Is this the final dungeon music? Or something like that, anyway. Maybe it's the, you know, end of the world, air flying around on flammy music. It's good stuff anyway, whatever this one is. Now these rogues, you know, it's pretty unlikely the AI is ever clever enough, but they can definitely backstab you, which would hurt a lot. So be careful. It's unlikely to happen unless you're really unlucky. But I've seen it happen before. Enemy thieves can definitely backstab you if you mess up. But in this positioning, we don't have to worry about it, because we can't get backstabbed in that layout. Now, if they were smart enough, the thief could move out of the cloud upwards and theoretically get a backstab on Rob there. Or not Rob, on Aaron. But they're not smart enough to do stuff like that. I hate it when enemies run away and can't get anywhere. should do it. Alright. Thanks, random bar combat. What do we get? We get actually a surprisingly large amount of gear if we wanted it. I don't think those rogues have anything magical. We should maybe cast Detect Magic just in case. The mages have the +1 brace, +1 staff, and the AC. I guess there was one warrior with plate mail, and he has a +1 longsword. It's all worth a lot of gold, but we don't really need it. Okay, so now we cleared this bar out. We can actually clean up the map. You just have to kill everyone in the bar, and then you can map it off. That's our training hall, ×4. Okay, and this links right back to the beginning. So I think we've taken a path around all of town. We just need to go back to the, sure. We need to head back to the candle shop that was kind of somewhere. Also, I never checked this one out. What's this? Red door? Sadly, you can't, this is probably the end, actually. Just a red door. Chances are that's the last, well, I don't know. We'll see. I don't remember. We'll figure it out. We gotta head backwards down the road until we find the, this is getting more expensive every time. Okay, look, guys. I don't actually have any money. You took all my money from tolls. Past friends. I tried to pay. It's not my fault. They asked for more money than we actually have. Okay, somewhere back here is a candle shop by the square further down, I think. The looping aspect of this area is really hard to follow along with. Sadly, we don't have enough money. We're gonna have to fight those thieves pretty soon. They keep asking for more and... Okay, red door. Alright, we could save this for next episode, but... Nah, we'll be fine, right? Alright. I'll save it before we get started. Welcome, buy a candle. A fine gift for those in the dark. So she's secretly in on, like, whatever's Thieves Guild for the town, right? Red doors. You hear faint sounds. But now they don't kick us out. Whispers get louder behind the red doors. Voices warn, death ahead. Ooh. Nobody listens to whispers. Stop! In the door at the right. That's not a red door. I'm not going through that. Should I save? No. I wonder if that is actually a trap. Like, if you go in there, you get killed by snakes. A door is revealed. A man is lit by a small candle. Cringing in alarm, he pulls a wicked dagger. You will get only a corpse. He's about to stab himself. Talk to him. Okay, suicide prevention hotline. Talk. He hesitates. What gods do you worship? Good ones? Do you oppose Lord Soth? Yes. He lowers the dagger. Would you die to destroy him? No. I feel like this one might be a trick question. Because Lord Soth raises the undead, right? So if I died, he would just raise me as an evil minion, like Sir Carl. You kind of like Lord Soth. He's got a cool club. It's very, elite. Wise. As he who dies becomes Soth's play toy, as I was. See, I was smart. I knew that was a trick question. You can't just say yes to everything. He tells you his story. Okay. Blue knows what he's doing. The last journal entry. Alright. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Well, technically I could find it there, too, but... Alright. The man in dark robes. My name is Sebas Astmore. Once I was a cleric of Mage, though I can scarce remember it. Long ago, Lord Soth corrupted me into worshipping the dark gods. As his favorite and most powerful cleric, he sent me on his most pressing quest. To find... No, I shall not tell you what I found. But I found it, and could not resist wielding it a little. And it changed me, curse it! Suddenly I saw Lord Soth's folly and my own unworthiness. I hid it. I hid it very well. My lord must never find it, for his own sake and that of all of Krynn. I will release it only to those proven strong enough to resist Lord Soth, and who can be trusted to wield power correctly. Curse this thing. I gave it up. I surrendered my dark power, and now I hide alone in the dark, waiting to die. All because it gave me a conscience. 4 out of 1,000. Good roll. It's almost a critical fail where you just lose all your points. Alright. So, what could he have found? I don't even think that this is something more powerful than a Dragon Lance. This is something like artifact tier stuff that could destroy a continent. If Soth is to be stopped, you must act now. Go to the High Clerist's tower. Evil is afoot in his tomes. Halt it, and you will be worthy of my great secret. And we get a little bit of XP. Go now, or evil may find me. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. Here you go, guys. We tried to pay. Well, Rob got a level up, so we'll level him up, and then we just gotta get out of here. Alright, Rob is now a level 9 mage. Ooh. So this is our first time with level 5 spells. So he is a red mage these days. We could get Cloud Kill, Cone of Cold. Fire Touch is not too bad, actually, as it turns out. Even though I didn't use it very much as a kid. Let's see what a red mage can learn for level 5 spells. It's a new set of spells. I could probably give you a brief overview of what they all do now that we have a new set of spells, too. Okay, so red mages can learn not Cloud Kill, yes Cone of Cold, not Feeble Mind, yes Fire Touch, not Hold Monster, and yes Iron Skin. So Iron Skin, Fire Touch, and Cone of Cold. So Cone of Cold is your classic damage dealing spell. It's very difficult to get an area of effect out of it. You might as well just consider it a line that starts at your caster and leads 0.5 squares per level. So we're a level 9 mage. I think it's 4 or 5 squares in straight line. So you've got to get pretty close, and it's mostly just a straight line. Eventually it does widen into a bit of a cone, but it takes a while, and it will probably never work diagonally. It's just the math of square geometry in GoldBox. It doesn't really work very well for cones. But it does do good damage. Cone of Cold is kind of fireball tier damage. Just not as giant long range area of effect. So it's good. In fact, does the... Hold on. Before we pick a spell, let's have a little look. So this is just like... In the manual, you know, you can read like which robes can use them. And then kind of the area of effect. Kind of the range. Cloud Kill is also interesting. I used to really like Cloud Kill when I was playing it as a child. But it actually sucks. Range 1, 3x3. These two numbers don't go together very well. Cloud Kill needs to have a much larger range to be useful. And it's not that good anyway, but it's kind of like Stinking Cloud, except even shorter range. Hold Monster is also pretty good short range, but it's like Hold Person except better because it works on almost everything. And Iron Skin. So Iron Skin's like a defense buff. Fire Touch is a offensive buff. Feeble Mind should stop the target from being able to cast. It is very good against enemy spellcasters if you can get it to hit. And sometimes these games, these manuals, give you a little bit of an idea how they work. Probably beyond these journals. Enemies, here we go. Yeah. So Iron Skin gives you iron resistant, gives you Iron Skin. Apparently, it gives you AC -4. I have a feeling it's going to be the same as the bracers of AC 6, which is essentially 4 less than your default. But it might stack with your bracers. I don't know. Generally, these defensive buffs don't work very good in these GoldBox games because they just set your base AC the way your armor sets your base AC. It doesn't add to your armor class. It just sets your default, which is the same as what the armor does. So not great, probably. We've got Cloud Kill over here, which is kind of like Stinking Cloud, except it just kills things, and if you're high level, you ignore it. So enemies, like Stinking Cloud always has a chance to affect, and then if you're disabled, you're basically just dead. Cloud Kill will straight up kill things, but only weak things that you don't even need it. So I feel like it's kind of not a very good spell. It's an area of effect, but not very good. Hold Monster works on most things, very powerful. Fire Touch, this is surprisingly good. So it adds 2d6, which is 2 to 12 fire damage to every attack. And it does work with ranged attacks like darts and bows and hoopax and swords. It's actually really good. And I think you can cast it on a friend. So Fire Touch might be the best first pick here. And then Feeble Mind, if you fail it, you lose all your intelligence and can no longer cast spells. So if you manage to hit somebody with this, if this is a spellcaster, they are screwed. And then the last one here is Cone of Cold. I believe it's 1d4 plus 1, so 2 to 5 per level, rather than 1 to 6 per level, like a fireball. And it does get better over time, because the range goes up. So like a fireball is always the same area of effect, just does more damage. But as you level up, the Cone of Cold does eventually have the long range. Like if you're a level 20 mage, this is a 20 square range zap. And it does turn into a bit of an area of effect, but that takes a long time. So I would say save that one for a little bit later. Maybe pick up Fire Touch first or Hold Monster, because they're probably better. And that's probably what we'll do here. So I'm going to go Fire Touch. Not my usual first pick for level 5 magic, but we'll see. Alright. And with that, we just need to leave this town. How do we get out of here? Was this an exit right here? No. Next one. You are about to leave, yes. Okay, well that town wasn't actually as difficult as I thought it would be. This is one of those towns that's kind of deep into enemy territory on the... Oh, I forgot the thing again. You didn't miss anything too important. It's kind of deep into enemy territory compared to where you start. This game's kind of peculiar in that there's a lot of really dangerous encounters really close to the starting area, and it's, you know, the plot sends you pretty far away to do a bit of backtracking back and forth. Anyway, we're gonna say that that town's cleared. We might have to come back later on with something from the High Cleric's Tower. I have no idea what the High Cleric's Tower is, so my next suspicion would be to go back to Gargeth Outpost and talk to the knight that sent us on that Dream Merchant quest. And then from there, you know, visit wherever we need to go. So that'll probably be what happens next time. So thanks for watching, Future Tubers. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you next time for whatever happens next. I don't actually know the proper sequence of events here. So we don't really have a quest at the moment other than, I guess, find the High Cleric's Tower. Whichever that is. But I have... Well, okay, to be fair, on the world map, on the GoldBox companion, this is the High Cleric's Tower. So, we could go straight there. Anyway, that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and see you next time.